Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the breaking news that we're going to cover tonight is the Senate has struck down the resolution to nullify the ATF Pistol Brace rule. This followed the exact path that we've been talking about since this was introduced on this channel, and the outcome is politically advantageous. While it sucks in the short term, it is beneficial in the long term, and I'm about to show you how right now. Everything is linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one. Now, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing freedom twice daily on this channel, and would love to have you help with that dispersion across this amazing nation and keeping it free. So let me show you how this is being framed in the media. Let's take a look at the Ground News app or website, depending on how you want to do it. I've been using to stay fully informed to get the full picture of the breaking news details around this bias from the political spectrum. So as you can see on the screen, the story is being covered by 13 sources, and it's interesting to see that the majority of them are center-leaning with left and right dispersion across the board. Personally, I like that the Ground News puts all the articles and reporting on the story in one place, so I can actually see left, center, and right and compare them accordingly. So if you actually look at the article we're covering, this is from The Hill. Senate rejects House-passed measure. This is center-rated, high factuality, and it's a media conglomerate that owns it, so it tells you everything you need to know right there. Now, Ground News shows you who owns each one. In this case, 18% is owned by individuals, which means the other 82% are owned by conglomerates or wealthy individuals. Now, Ground News is a small team that's looking to hold the media accountable, and it's honestly become my go-to source for political bias detection. It's actually really helpful, and if you want it, go to ground.news/lane to sign up for free or to subscribe for unlimited access through my link before July 5th and get 30% off the Vantage subscription for $5 a month. Thank you so much to Ground News, and now let's hit it. We got to talk about this. So as I mentioned, when we were going through this entire thing, when the pistol nullification resolution was introduced in the House, we talked about it. When it was used as leverage to get the budget passed, we talked about it. I laid out quite honestly that it wasn't going to go anywhere if it passes the House because it has to pass the Senate and then has to get the presidency's signature. Kind of silly since the president's the one who ordered it to happen. It's not most likely going to be fulfilled by the president, so it was going to get vetoed. We talked about it on this channel. Every single video we did on it was based not on its outcome being successful because of the obvious walls in its way, but because of the political application that can be used by getting people on the record. It was a political bludgeon and leverage point the entire time. With the with the general coming in about 15 months, you're going to be able to see this and use this against Democratic senators, particularly the ones in red states that are vulnerable Democrats, like the ones who voted against this resolution. Let me show you this because this is a game of politics. This was not a game of resolutions. Senate rejects House-passed measure overturning Biden rule on pistol braces. So it's official. It didn't pass. This came out a couple of hours ago. The Senate voted largely along party lines Thursday to reject a Republican-sponsored resolution that would have overturned a Biden administration rule effectively banning the use of stabilizing braces on pistols, devices that have been used in several mass shootings. Of course, they got to put that in there. Senators Joe Manchin from West Virginia and John Tester, Montana, two centrist Democrats facing tough re-election races next year in red states, voted against the resolution. That is two of the three people that we talked about on this channel when this resolution was introduced that would be put in a tough spot by voting against this resolution. They voted against it. Montana and West Virginia now have a bludgeon to use against Democrats in pro-gun, pro-red states. This is bigger than just the resolution. Let's keep going. This is how it actually shook out. The resolution failed by a vote of 49 to 50. President Biden had said he would veto the measure, which the House approved on June 13th, but we already knew that was going to happen. That was not a secret. That was never a misnomer. We never even went down the road of this is going to be a thing. We always said it's a political tool. Let's keep going because I want to show you what Chuck Schumer said, the leader of the Democrats in the Senate, because obviously the paragon of firearms knowledge. Check this out. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Democrat in New York, said repealing the rule effectively banning pistol braces would have made it easier to conceal an assault-style pistol, something that's been used in mass shooting after mass shooting. Assault-style pistol. That's a new one. Shame on them, he said of the Republicans who pushed to overturn the regulation. If you've ever seen a gunman fire what looks like a machine gun with one hand, that's what pistol braces allow you to do, he said. He just conflated what looks like a machine gun with a machine gun, saying that's what Republicans want to do. They are so full of it. you can smell it from here, and they're in Washington, D.C., but to be fair, the swamp is pretty stinky. Quote, short-barreled rifles are more concealable than long guns, yet more dangerous and accurate at distance than traditional pistols. For those reasons, they are particularly lethal, which is why Congress has deemed them to be dangerous and unusual weapons subject to strict regulation since 1934. The Office of Management and Budget said in a June 12th statement of policy, they are not unusual weapons. That's incredibly important verbiage. Unusual and dangerous weapons are something that are subject to complete control outside of the Second Amendment, according to the left. This is something that is not considered dangerous and unusual weaponry. It's extremely common use, which is protected by the Second Amendment. There are multiple Supreme Court cases, Heller and Bruin, which affirm that statement. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.